for me, I wondered, you know, could anything beat the launch? The launch was going to be just an incredible ride. But as it turned out, every phase of the flight, I had to say, was a tie for the best part of the flight, because we ended up coming home as well over the United States, which typically the shuttle comes back over Central America, but due to some of the mission constraints, we came in right over roughly Vancouver, British Columbia, and we were in the dark at that point, but we hit sunrise over the Rocky Mountains, and we happened to be in a right-hand turn, which is the side of the shuttle that I sit on, and looking down out that window, I'll never forget what it felt like. We were at 40 miles high, about 240,000 feet, which sounds pretty high, but that was real low compared to what we'd been at. We'd been at 200 miles. So I looked down and the mountains looked huge, and we were doing Mach 20 at the time, so 20 times the speed of sound, and they just disappeared. Within a few seconds they were gone. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And just a few minutes later we were in Florida landing. So that was definitely a huge highlight, is coming in over the United States.
I want to ask about liftoff, because I mean that's one of the most critical parts of the mission, obviously. Your training, were you given enough training to anticipate what liftoff was going to be like?
Well, there's that part of the training, which is trying to take away some of the mystery of how it's going to feel. And we have a motion simulator that is on hydraulic stilts and moves around, so it can emulate the shaking that you feel pretty well, but it cannot emulate the gravity, the 3 times the force of gravity that we build up to on the launch. And it definitely, I found out, cannot emulate what that initial liftoff feels like, because it was a kick in the pants. It really felt like something had exploded underneath us, like a bomb had gone off. Somebody described it, a friend of mine, as like a baseball bat hitting the back of your seat, you know, somebody swinging it. Huge jolt coming off the pad, which if you watch a shuttle launch, it looks pretty smooth, but I can tell you from the inside, it's not. But the rest of the ride, we're very, very well prepared in terms of monitoring the systems, and they try, you know, during our training to overload us, and so in some ways the actual launch is relaxing compared to what we've trained to, because generally things tend to go really well on the actual launch day.